Hello, it's Ben with the DIY Homefront, and today I'm playing auto mechanic, actually auto maintenance mechanic. I changed the oil in the Honda Sonata and I checked the K&N air filter that I put in it, and it is dirty and needs to be cleaned. So I'm going to show you the steps that I go through to clean the air filter for my Honda Sonata. So this is pretty much the clean side. That's the side that faces the engine, and this would be the dirty side, the side that the air passes through before it gets to the engine. There's a special product you use to clean the filter provided by K&N. I've read the direction. It says that you're supposed to spray the filter liberally, let it soak in for 10 minutes, and then rinse it off. So let me, hopefully my spray bottle will work. Hasn't been used in a while. There we go. It's lumen up. This stuff is supposed to help break down the oil and allow you to rinse the dirt and the oil out of the cotton air filter. I've done this before on sunny days and had to worry about it drying out. But it's not sunny today, so I should be fine. And I'm going to spray both sides because I want to make sure I get this stuff into it and it gets clean. Sad to say, this will probably be the last time I do this. All right, now that it's sprayed down with the cleaner, we just need to wait 10 minutes and then we'll rinse it out with warm water. All right, the K&N filter's been soaking for 10 minutes. Now I've got it in the kitchen sink and I'm going to rinse it off with some hot water. It's nice, it has a little bit of a pinkish color so you can tell when you get all the stuff out of it. And I use a toothbrush to help get it. And it comes out pretty quick. I will do the other side also. Although most of the dirt's probably already gone. Yeah, almost all of that's already gone. If I can get in here with this toothbrush to get any of the loose stuff that might be in there. Check the pleats to make sure the pleats are all nice and clean. Don't have a bunch of debris in there. The hot water really helps a lot too. It said you could wash it with soapy water, but I'm fine with just hot water. Okay. So there you have it. That wasn't too bad. A little bit of elbow grease and some hot water and all the dirt's out of it. The next step is to put it on a towel and let it dry. And then I'll spray some special K&N oil onto the filter and it'll go back into the airbox compartment inside the engine bay of the car. And I think I'm going to change this one up. Subscribe, then like, and leave me a comment. How about that? All right, the air filter has been drying overnight and now it's time to spray it down with the K&N air filter oil. Boy, that's a mouthful. I have a confession to make. I have already sprayed this down a little bit, but I didn't have the record button pushed. But you can see all the pleats are clean now. And it's ready. The first couple times I did this, I put way too much of this stuff on. The longer it sits, the more it migrates. So if you end up with a bunch in one corner, it's going to move all the way across. And it really does not take much. And just to show you how quick it goes, there's a lot more that comes out than you would think. Okay, let me talk to you about this. I'm not sponsored by K&N. They didn't send me this. I bought this when the car had about 20,000 miles on it. And like I said, now it's got close to 300. So I've been using it for about 280,000 miles. I've cleaned it many times, and it seems to have done the job it was supposed to do. I got it because it was supposed to let more air into the engine, which makes more horsepower, which makes it run better, blah, blah, blah. But it has worked. The first couple of times I put way too much oil on it. And I have learned over time that, like I said, there's a lot more oil on it than you think when you look at it. A side note, early cars used to use an oil bath air filter. They would have a bowl on top of the carburetor, and the air would have to go through the oil to get into the engine. And the thought was that the oil would end up, the dirt would be attracted to the oil. And this is pretty much the same concept. It's got a metal grate with a cotton fiber filter, and when you put the oil on it, the air has to go through the fibers and pass the oil by the oil, and all the dirt particles are supposed to stick to the oil and not make it to the engine. Well, there's a lull in the rain, so let's go outside and get this in the car. I do silly things, like leaving the hood up on the car. That always reminds me that I was supposed to do something before I drive it. I know that seems silly, but it works. So it was raining, but it has stopped raining now. So let's get this air filter in here. I don't know if I caught this when I took it out, but it's got the two clips here, and it's got two clips in the back, and then it will sort of lift up and out of the way. And it's not the easiest, but you slide it in. You have to make sure the back is seated right. Then it goes back on, and you just push down, and these will click shut. And the same with ones in the back. You just pull up on them and they will click. Here we go. And the last little bit before I shut the hood is 300,000 miles. Replace the battery twice. Replace the drive belt twice. Replace the horn once. Replace the spark plugs at 200,000 miles. Did a transmission flush once. And I think I've done the brakes twice. I don't know if we needed all that information, but there we have it. Been a good little car. Let's shut this up. Well, there you have it. That's how I replaced the air filter on my Honda Sonata. Like always, like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.